The aftermath of the super typhoon that swept through the central Philippines over the weekend, the Philippine president has declared a state of national calamity as rescue workers in the country struggle to reach remote towns and villages.
Up to 660,000 people are in dire need of humanitarian aid. Our Kim Ji-yeon reports.
Rescue workers are struggling to reach remote areas in the central Philippines that were ravaged by Typhoon Haiyan. There are fears that death toll could rise due to the sheer difficulty of getting food and water to survivors. U.S. military aircraft and ships are being deployed to the worst-hit areas, and governments around the world have pledged tens of millions of dollars in humanitarian aid to the Philippines. Despite the effort, aid trucks are struggling to navigate roads that have been destroyed and covered with tons of debris. UN Secretary General Ban Ki-moon says the UN will launch a large-scale humanitarian plan on Tuesday.
I call on the government in particular to ease the severe constraints it has imposed on humanitarian access. I urge all parties and all those with influence over them to ensure the protection of civilians, safe passage for medical personnel and supplies, and the unhindered delivery of aid.
Officials in Tacloban, one of the cities worst affected by Haiyan, say the death toll could be 10,000 in their city alone. Families of the missing desperately search for their loved ones, while others grieve for those they have lost.
I accidentally let go of my child's hand. I guess it was her sacrifice because she knew that if I kept carrying her, both of us would have drowned.
Looting has become rife as many survivors have lost everything they own and are without food and clean water. The Philippine president has declared a state of national calamity.
We declare today a state of national calamity in order to hasten the movements of the government on its rescue. Also, we have to control the prices of goods and services that our people need and to avoid the overpricing and hoarding of important products.
Typhoon Haiyan made landfall in North Vietnam and the southern part of China on Monday, packing powerful gusts and dumping around 300 to 400 millimeters of rain on certain areas. At least 6 people are reportedly dead and 5 people missing, and around 470,000 people have been displaced in the Guangxi-dong Autonomous Region in China that borders Vietnam. Kim Ji-yeon, Arirang News.